Welcome to Hump Day Hot Tips. Hump Day Hot Tips give you inspiration to get your imagination going. Remember, these episodes are meant to be suggestions and inspiration, not rules to follow. Así que diviértate and happy humping. Hey, before we get into the episode, I have some news to share. So there are less than 2 weeks left of 2022, and there isn't going to be a better time to join La Sin Vergüenza Symposium than right now. Here is why you want to join La Sin Vergüenza Symposium before we say goodbye to 2022. When you invest in La Sin Vergüenza Symposium before December 31st, 2022, you are going to get access to the paid version of Operation Orgasm. That means you get to attend the coaching calls live, you also get to ask questions and get coaching, and you get access to a pleasure journal that you can do on your own. So the next cohort of La Sin Vergüenza Symposium launches on February 1st, 2023. When you join by December 31st, 2022, you will get early access to the coaching calls and course materials. You also get access to all the coaching calls that have already happened since June of 2022. So that's a shit ton of calls that you get to watch and take advantage of before the program even begins. You also get opportunities to apply for one-on-one quickie calls prior to February 1st. So you actually have the opportunity to get coaching before the program even begins, which means that your results are just going to be started before you even enter the room in the program and meet all the lovely mujeres in there. You also get access to the 2022 investment level, which is 6 months for $1,200. This investment level goes up to $3,000 on January 1st, so I highly encourage you to join by December 31. When you join by December 31, you also get access to an 8-month payment plan. So that means that your payments are only going to be $150 a month when they are normally $200 a month, making this even more accessible for you. So if you are worried about accessibility, this is definitely something to take advantage of. So basically, what you need to do is go to the show notes of this episode. I will leave the link there where you can access to either invest upfront or invest in the 8-month payment plan. You need to do so by December 31st. If you have any questions, you can send me an email, anna@sexandspanglish.com. I hope to see you there. Happy Hump Day, mi gente. Today's Hump Day hot tip is to use your current situation to your advantage. Now, when I say situation, this can literally be applied to anything. It can be your current financial situation. It can be your current household situation, right? So maybe you have young kids at home that need a lot of attention. Maybe you have your mother-in-law or your mom or a tia or somebody else staying with you for the time being. Maybe, you have like some medical condition or whatever it is, whatever situation is going on that may or may not be impeding. I'm going to say may because this is what we're worried about, right? If it's not impacting, then why are we even talking about it? So any situation that is impacting your sex life, whether taking away time so you don't have time to have sex, taking away energy so you don't have energy to have sex, or you feel like you have to be super quiet, or whatever it is that is limiting you from having the sex life that you would like to have, let's work with that, right? So oftentimes what I see happen is that my clients will come to me and they'll be like, well, I got all this shit going on, blah, 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 like I've been sick or this and that. And I'm not saying that none of these things are problems, right? Like if they are a problem for you, then like, okay, cool. But what happens is that my clients want to almost like deny that these things are even happening. They're like, well, if, my mother-in-law would just leave, or if we would stop getting sick, or if this or if that, but the what ifs do not help. Right? Like these situations are already happening. So let's pretend that they're not going to change. Like they probably will, but like let's just pretend that they're not going to change, because for the time being, that is your reality. Nothing is going to change, right? So that being said, this is your situation. Your kids are sick, your mother-in-law is staying at your house, whatever it is. What do you want to do given that this is your situation? And the reason this is so important is because it is a lot more empowering to think about what do I have control over, given that these are the cards that I have been dealt, versus trying to change your cards when that is not even a possibility. We cannot change the reality of what is. But what we can do is think about what we have control over and how we can, use that to our advantage. So for example, let's say you got suegra staying at your house and you're like, oh, we got to be quiet or, whatever it is, right? Like, okay, suegra's going to stay at my house for an indefinite amount of time. We don't know when she's leaving, right? Like, okay, how can I work around that? Maybe that means we go away for a night or we go away for a weekend. Maybe we go away for the day, right? Like whatever that means. Maybe that means when she goes out shopping with her sister, or whoever the fuck is taking her out shopping, one of her other kids is taking her out shopping, then that is the time that we have sex, right? Like getting her out of the house more often, or y'all getting out of the house more often. Maybe you decide to take a shower together, right? Like there are so many things that you can do to navigate around this circumstance, to work with it, right? Versus working against it, which is what so many of y'all are doing. You're like, oh no, well, if she would just leave. But she's not leaving for the time being. So why are we even focused on that? It doesn't make any sense. So the tip for today is actually accept the reality of what is right now. And given that reality, what are you going to do about it to ensure you are having the sex life that you want? If you want help learning to apply these tips, then this is your invitation to join the Sin Vergüenza Symposium. Redefine what it means to be a Sin Vergüenza and learn to do the things you enjoy without shitting on yourself. The waitlist is open and ready for your name. The link to join is in the show notes.